We live, and we have some dope Nintendo Switch 2 news wrapped up in one epic video.
Oh, we have Handheld! Luigi, pizza man!
Obi-Wan plays.
That's right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.
What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? We are live, and we have some dope Nintendo Switch 2 news. And let me say what's up to the chat. Give the stream a thumbs up as you come in, and we're gonna get right to the news. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Lake Show, what's up, bro? Me and Lake Show have been talking back and forth in our Discord, typing about the Switch 2 release date, and we talked about it yesterday. This is not the news item, but yesterday I talked about potential summer. Lake Show was like, that's too late. That's too late. For me, I'm good, but I get it. That is going to be too late for a lot of people, but we don't know yet. Yo, what's up, Ant? What's up, man? Hope you been good, bro. Bro, Ant, I wish you had 2K on the Switch, man. And I know I got it on the PS5, but let's go. All right, let's get to the news. Everybody coming into the chat. We're at 6 likes already. 10 more people. Let's get it to 16 likes. And let's get started with the first news. We have actually a couple of Switch 2 news items, but let's get to the first one and let's go from there. This first article is coming from Game Rant. Jack, what's up? Also, Switch 2 giveaway. We are doing a giveaway for subscribers. We will be giving away a Switch 2 console. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's going to be big. It's going to be epic. Can't wait, can't wait. All right, this is coming from GamerRant.com. Nintendo Switch 2's production rumors explained. All right. Nintendo has been remarkably secretive about the upcoming successor to the Nintendo Switch, though it has been confirmed to be releasing in the relatively near future. And that release date, we know that Nintendo's gonna announce it. Spongy said, I can't afford a Switch 2, good stuff. We know Nintendo's gonna announce it before the end of their the fiscal year. Before April, we are going to get a Switch 2 announcement, but the big thing is the release date. Now, if Nintendo's going to announce it at the end of in the spring, I don't think Nintendo wants to wait too long before an announcement and a release date, because it's just going to hurt their sales of their current console, even though the whole wide world knows a Switch 2 is coming. So I think it's going to be a relatively short time period between announcement and release. Fingers crossed. I'm still hoping for January announcement, March release date like they did the original Switch. They released it in March, even though they announced that in October. So let's do, if they do it in January, October, November, December, January, February. There's 4 months, a 4 months difference between an announcement and release. That's what they did for the first Switch. So they do it in January, February, March, April, May. May would be summer, so 4 months. We could be looking at a May release if they do it the same time frame. But let's get back to this article. New information about the production of the Switch 2. And then we have another Switch 2 news item. Dope stuff this morning. All right, this afternoon. Other confirmed details include the Switch 2's backwards compatibility and that it will retain the hybrid design of its predecessor. It's a given that it's going to be a hybrid. I think that's just the way Nintendo's going to go going forward. All right. At the time of writing, the gaming community is in the midst of another great wave of Nintendo Switch 2 new rumors. I came back right in time. We're in a wave of Switch 2 new, breaking news, leaks. I got you guys everything you need about the Switch 2. I got you guys covered. Do I have my, just random, I'm just thinking, do I have my fire we lit, boys! I'll get you guys All right. At the time of the writing, all right, with many believing that the console is entering its mass production phase. Yep, there has been leaks that the Switch is just based on component parts being mass produced for a Nintendo console, that it is in its mass production phase. It's usually the case, especially in recent years, thanks to supply shortages, that tech companies will attempt to nurture a surplus of hardware ahead of a product's official release. And I think that's what Nintendo's doing. They're storing up to make sure that they have enough consoles when the system drops. They don't want to go through what Sony and Xbox had to go through. Both the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles, they missed out on millions of sales just because of production shortages. So hopefully the same thing. Nintendo, I think they want to make sure they have ample supply of Switch 2 consoles before it releases. This is typically done with the aim of avoiding the issue of insufficient stock for demand. And with how successful the Switch has been, it's safe to say that there will be plenty of demand for its successor. Yeah, that's true. There's going to be a high demand. These contextual elements are important to understand why recent information has been interpreted as it is. All right. Famaboard is an online forum that has long played host to various Nintendo hardware leaks, even before the age of the Switch. Recently, a user on the site, going under the handle LIC, obtained shipping data from a Vietnamese manufacturer known to produce hardware for the Switch. According to the shipment info, NVIDIA shipped over 800,000 units of the T239 chipset to this manufacturer in September. So back in September, they were producing close to 1 million Switch 2 units. October, November, December, January, March announcement possibly. We could have close to 5 million. If they keep that pace of close to 1 million per. Nighthawk has become a sponsor. He's renewed his sponsorship. Welcome back, Obi-Wan. Missed you. Good to see you again. Thanks, Nighthawk. Good to see you too, bro. For the sponsors, we're gonna be doing a Mario Party Jamboree prize tournament the week of Christmas. So make sure you guys have Mario Party Jamboree. It's gonna be lit. We might do it live on the channel. We're gonna have some fun with it. All right, on this channel, usually I do my streams with my sponsors on my gaming channel. That's where I'm gonna be doing my sponsor streams with members on YouTube and sponsors on Twitch and Patreon, same thing. All right, NVIDIA shipped over 100,000 units. Yeah, all right. And just under 300,000 UFS components, which may also theoretically be used in the production of the Switch 2. These are universal flash storage components. Earlier this year, routers reported that Nintendo's next console will be powered by NVIDIA's T chips. So this mass shipment of T239 chipsets to a Nintendo affiliated manufacturer is certainly right for a specific interpretation. Of course, neither NVIDIA nor the Vietnamese manufacturer are exclusively tied to Nintendo. These components could possibly be for other technology from other companies, but the sheer scale of these shipments, alongside the absence of an alternate explanation, certainly makes it seem plausible that these components are for Switch 2 production. Appreciate it, Nighthawk Smash. We're at 13 likes, 7 people coming into the stream. Give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get it to 20 likes. 20 likes. Is Nintendo truly ramping up Switch production? It's always important to avoid jumping to conclusions when it comes to rumors and leaks, as even ostensibly reputable sources or those with strong track records can get things wrong. In a situation such as this, where rumors are predicated upon a series of assumptions and unconfirmed information, communities ought to be doubly cautious and hesitant to speak too confidently. Having said all this, there's reason to believe that Nintendo is in fact beginning mass production of the Switch 2. Not beginning, they've already begun. Though starting mass production before officially revealing a console may seem like putting the cart before the horse, it makes sense in light of the supply shortages that have plagued the games industry this decade. I think Nintendo wants to make sure everyone who wants a Switch 2 can buy one at launch. I think that's the primary reason for the delay. I think they could have released it this year, but there would have been supply chain issues. It can be easy to forget now, but the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles were notoriously difficult to find, as I just said, for months following their initial release. Not only because of controversial practices like scalping, but also because of major component shortages, which allowed demand to outpace supply. And I think all of that was coupled with the whole pandemic situation. PS5 and Xbox, it was beneficial because more people wanted consoles because they were staying at home, but also they couldn't meet that supply. Nintendo wishes to avoid this sort of situation when the Switch 2 becomes available, and the hype is at its most rabid. It's worth noting that an earlier leak from Famicom suggested precisely the opposite, that the Switch 2's release window could be pushed back. I talked about this, how the release window could be pushed back. This new information could supersede this previous leak, but if nothing else, the contradiction serves as a reminder of how fickle this information can be. And so Switch 2 production is ramping up. We're looking at possibly 1 million consoles being produced every month until launch. There was a leak a few weeks ago that said Nintendo's looking to have 7 million consoles available at launch globally, and that makes sense. I think that would be great for Nintendo, great for suppliers, that there just be a steady flow of consoles as demand is there. All right, we have another Switch 2 news item. This one says, this is coming from tomsguide.com. Shout out to everybody coming into the chat. 4 people give the stream a thumbs up so we can pass 20 likes. Nintendo Switch 2 has new competition. Leak claims Samsung is building a handheld games console. I'm telling you, all of these manufacturers have seen the success of the Switch. Steam Deck, Rogue Ally, there's a couple other handheld gaming machines. PlayStation is now coming out, is being rumored to be producing another handheld. Xbox has been long rumored for months now to be working on a handheld device. Now Samsung could be joining the competition. I really think we might not get next gen hardware as far as a typical 5, 6, 7 year cycle new console. We might get a PS5, PS5 Pro, PS5 Go, Xbox Series G for Go, and the Switch 2. I think this next generation hardware battle could be on, I don't remember deleting any of your comments, darling, could be in the handheld sphere. Now this is where I think Nintendo will always have the advantage. Their first party IP. Nintendo's first party exclusives sell on an astronomical level compared. They're doing construction work in my kitchen, so y'all just good. New house, we're still having repairs done to our new house. Compared to PlayStation and Xbox, Nintendo sales are through the roof. They're replacing some tiles in our house. That's what happens when you have a brand new house. All right, could Samsung be joining the competition? Several rumors are pointing. We're just gonna keep talking through the construction, all right? Several rumors are pointing towards Samsung possibly releasing a foldable gaming handheld in the future, like the DS, who knows? Bringing new competition to the likes of the Steam Deck. While handheld gaming took a backseat for a few generations with the relative failure of the PS Vita, devices like the DEC, PC gaming handhelds like the Asus ROG Ally, and the PlayStation Portal have reinvigorated the market. Meanwhile, phones have found ways to function as pseudo handhelds. And I noticed too, a lot of kids are just gaming on phones with no tactile buttons. I noticed that in my neighborhood, kids just game on their phones. But in a recent report, Android police gathered together 4 separate rumors that seem to indicate that Samsung plans to release a foldable handheld console. Now, this could be the one ace in the hole, or one differentiating from Samsung. Can you also make calls? Because Samsung is known for phones. If Samsung makes a handheld device, a gaming device, where you can also make phone calls, that could be game changing. I've always said, if Nintendo made a Nintendo phone, I'd pick it up day one. Could this be Nintendo's ace in the hole? Could the Switch 2 also take phone calls? If Nintendo partners with like AT&T or something like that, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. And I would pick that up day one. All right, so Samsung, according to this new leak, is coming out with a phone. And we have another one. Excuse the background noise again, guys. They're replacing the tiles, some of the tiles in our new house. All right, I think dedicated home consoles are becoming antiquated. Nintendo has shown everyone how incredible it is to have a hybrid system you can take with you. That's one of the reasons why I love my Switch. Of course, because of the Nintendo exclusives. But being able to take your device anywhere, game in the bed, it's just so great for my lifestyle. So, all right. This next news item, I found this very interesting. This sort of in line with everything we were just talking about. Ex-PlayStation boss questions the future of consoles, but not Nintendo hardware. He's saying everyone else is shaky except Nintendo. And when you just look at what's been happening in the gaming industry, Xbox layoffs, PlayStation layoffs, not Nintendo. Xbox and PlayStation. One of the drawbacks of these powerful consoles is these games cost a lot. Gamers' expectations are, I spent $500, $600 for this console. These games better look breathtaking. And breathtaking games cost a breathtaking price. And because of the high risk of making these games so expensive, if the games don't sell 7 million at launch, you lost money. It's not worth it. And these development studios shut down. That's what's been happening this generation. But let's hear what this PlayStation boss says. As the video game market continues to evolve, there once again becomes talk about the viability of console gaming. In the same interview with Eurogamer, ex-PlayStation boss Sean Layden shares his thoughts about this topic. While he raised alarm about the whole Xbox versus PlayStation console market and believes it's important to question the purpose of these systems going forward, in terms of Nintendo's future, Layden seemingly doesn't appear to be quite as concerned. Nintendo has a better marketing strategy. As he puts it, Nintendo operates within its own private Idaho nowadays. This is what he says. This is the interview excerpt. Can consoles continue to exist long term? Xbox is already publishing to multiple platforms and now rival consoles. Look at it. Xbox, they're putting their games everywhere now. They may come out first on Xbox, but Indiana Jones is going to be on PS5. Mark my words. I said this generation. Watch Halo come out on PS5. And dudes are laughing. But we're not far out of that realm of possibility. All right. Will PlayStation survive another 30 years just publishing on its own console and PC? Will Nintendo? They asked Sean Layden. And listen to his response. let's put Nintendo aside for a second because they live in their own private Idaho where the laws of physics apply in different sorts of ways. But with Xbox versus PlayStation, the Ollie versus Frazier fight, frankly, we have to start interrogating what the purpose is of a proprietary console and whether that can continue to be true. Indiana Jones was already announced. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was already announced for the PS5. So it's happening, bro. After the GameCube generation, Nintendo applied this strategy during the Wii and DS era. The Switch also redefined console gaming with hybrid capabilities. I tell you this, Nintendo is trying to go toe-for-toe with power. They did it with the NES, most powerful console, and it worked for them. Super Nintendo versus Genesis was a slugfest. Super Nintendo was still the most powerful console. The Nintendo 64 was still the more powerful than the PlayStation, but the cartridge is what held the Nintendo 64 back. The GameCube was more powerful than the PlayStation 2, right there with the Xbox. Xbox, I think, was still the most powerful console, but the GameCube was a super powerful console. And Nintendo was like, Nintendo caught this 20 years ago, what I think Xbox and PlayStation is realizing right now. This isn't sustainable. Coming out with super powerful hardware is not turning us the profit margin we expected. So what did Nintendo do with the Wii? The Wii was just a GameCube rebranded. The Wii was a GameCube with motion controls. We really repaid for the same console. They could have just released the Wii remotes and have it compatible with the GameCube. The Wii played all GameCube games. They fit in the disc drive. Same specs, similar specs. It might be a little bit more powerful, but it was really just a GameCube. And ever since the Wii, DS, Nintendo's like, we're gonna scale back the power, and it paid dividends for them with the Wii. Wii U, the Wii U was sort of like a Wii Pro. I just say it was a Wii Pro, but then they did it with the Switch, and we all know what happened with the Switch. If Halo comes, no longer need for Xbox Series. Really, you could play Halo on the PC, so there's been no need for Xbox. This is the first console generation in a while. I didn't get all three systems. I bought a PlayStation 5 physical and digital version. I have 2 PS5s in my house, about 7 Switches, a couple I gave away on the channel, and I didn't buy my oldest. We do have an Xbox Series X in the house. My oldest son Caleb, he bought an Xbox Series X. Let me show y'all. I have the box here in my game room. I just realized it. I have an Xbox Series X in my house, but I haven't touched this thing. I have not touched this thing. It's in my son's room. I just realized it. My oldest son, he bought one himself. He bought it himself. He has a job. He paid for it. He bought it. But no, I don't have one. I wouldn't spend a penny on it. I have one. I just realized it. I think he has Game Pass too. I think I could play Halo if I wanted to. But guess what? I don't want to. I have the box. I have the box right here. I just realized it. I have an Xbox Series X. But have I touched it? Nope. My son plays it. But it's like a Fortnite machine. Even my other PlayStation, in my other son's game room, not in the game room, it is in the other room, Samuel, the PlayStation 5 is just used for Fortnite. These things are just Fortnite machines. All right. My kids do play Just Dance too. But Sean Layden sees what Nintendo has seen for a long time. We good. We don't need 4K 120 frames per second. We just need fun gameplay, and our fans will appreciate it, and I appreciate it. All right, we have one more, another one. I found this interesting, and I just wanted to share it. Nintendo considered giving up on the Mario and Luigi series. Mario and Luigi Brothership almost didn't happen. Nintendo has opened up about finally bringing back the Mario and Luigi series. Producer Akira Otana revealed in an interview that there were various discussions about continuing the franchises following Paper Jam. This is what the series producer says. Of course, for a long time, we'd been having a number of internal discussions about a new installment in the series following Mario & Luigi Paper Jam. We needed to aim for something new that would keep up with the hardware advancements while maintaining the appeal of the classic Mario & Luigi games. It wasn't easy to achieve both at the same time. We kept trying various things, but there was a time when we thought it might not be possible to make any more games in the series and considered giving up. Well, I'm glad they didn't. He continues, he says, of course, it was also important to keep that Mario & Luigi like feeling. So we also had some former Alpha Dream staff members who were involved in the development of previous titles in the series join the project. That's good to know that because the IGN review, IGN had this way wrong. IGN, I think, gave this game like a 5. And one of the things they were saying, like, it's obvious that it was this developer's first time making this game in the series. Well, right here, the producer is saying, even though the previous developers of the game, Alpha Dream, that studio disbanded, they still brought on developers from that broken down studio onto this new studio to help make this game. And I think, what is this game standing at right now on Metacritic? Let's go to Metacritic. Metacritic. 2 reviews. Brothership. Let me see where this game is at. Okay, a 77. That's respectable. Close to an 8. So most review sites gave this game an 8 out of 10. Most gave it an 8 out of 10. And the game looks cool. It looks like it's gonna be fun. Do you have an Xbox? DT. I tell you this. I can't wait to play this game. After I beat Echoes of Wisdom, this is going to be the next game I'm going to play. Mario Luigi Brothership on the Switch. I haven't played this series in a while, but I'm looking forward to playing it. And so I'm glad they didn't give up on the series. I'm glad they're still making it. 2 reviews IGN got wrong. This one, and Mario Kart 8 Double Dash. Oh, what did Mario... I think they gave it like a 7 point... No, they weren't doing... What did they... IGN, Mario Kart... I've never lived this down. Double Dash review score. What did they give Double Dash?
A 7?
No, they gave it a 7.9. Move to the side. They gave Mario Kart Double Dash a 7.9. It's almost like they were trolling us. They couldn't just give it an 8. Mario Kart Double Dash deserved to be a 10, actually. Top 5 Mario Karts of all time. Number 1 for me now is Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 takes the cake. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, just the amount of DLC courses, crazy. Number 2, the OG Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. That's still my favorite. Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, number 2. Number 3, Mario Kart Double Dash. At least a 9 out of 10. It's just so fun. Each character had their unique special ups. That was never back in a Mario Kart game since. Mario Kart Wii was alright. The tracks were too broad. The pace seemed a little... Mario Kart Wii was made for a more casual crowd. It was fun, innovative, racing with the Wii wheel. That was innovative. That was cool. I still liked it, don't get me wrong. But probably number 5. Number 4, Mario Kart 64. Rubber banding was crazy on Mario Kart 64. You could race a perfect race. Luigi's always going to be close, no matter what, depending on your character. Mario Kart 64 is number 4. Let me take that back. Mario Kart Wii is at number 5. Mario Kart DS is number 5. Mario Kart on the DS, straight fire. Online was broken because of snaking, but Mario Kart DS was fun. Let me take that back. Mario Kart Wii is number 7. Mario Kart on the 3DS is number 6. No, I like Mario Kart 3DS better than the DS version. And then Mario Kart. So Mario Kart Wii is the second worst Mario Kart game. The worst Mario Kart was Mario Kart on the Game Boy Advance. And when I say worse, still great games compared to the other Mario Karts. So they're all Mario. There's never been a bad Mario Kart game. So don't get that twisted. There's never been a bad Mario Kart game. All right. What's your number 1 Mario Kart, Lake Show? Let me see what. Double Dash, Wii, top 3. Double Dash is number 1 for you, Lake Show. I can respect that. All right. Let's start back cutting up the tiles in my house. This is where I'm going to head out tonight. If any sponsors want a game or play any online multiplayer game, I'll be on my gaming channel, Obi-Wan Plays Gaming Championship, and I'll run 2K on Twitch. I'm going to run 2K on Twitch. All right, guys. What do you guys think about everything we talked about? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We out.
Oh, we have most Reggie Fils-Aimé!
Obi-Wan plays.
That's right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.